Good morning. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful dress. My vision for this sewing project is to create a simple dress. That's why I'm going to be doing a lot of sewing pattern hacks. I will be using the sewing patterns that I drafted for a different dress. I really like the bodice, so I am simply going to copy just that. But I will change the neckline and the shoulder a little bit. For the fabric, I am using 4 yards of it, and it is poplin. It is a cotton blend, 60% cotton, and I believe there is spandex and polyester. So there's a little bit of stretch. But before you cut into your fabric, make sure to wash it first and press it. Now I am cutting out the back patterns, and like earlier, I am going to be just tracing out the bodice. I adjusted the shoulders and the back neck. And these are all the back patterns, and I also marked them. So I'm going to stitch them on along the princess seam. Right sides of the fabrics are facing just like this. Sewing a princess seam is very tricky. That's why I'm doing this prep. First, I am going to clip the curves. Then I'm going to sew along a gather stitch so I can easily ease it in along the curve, and I did the same thing for the side fronts. I like to match the ends first and then just kind of ease in the fabric, making sure that the curves are all lined up. Then I will do a base stitching across here just to make sure that it will look good. Once I am satisfied, I am going to go back again and stitch it using a regular stitch. Then I am going to press it. And I also finished the edges using a serger, and I did the exact same thing for the back bodice. For the back, I finished it using a serger just because I wanted to try if it's actually a lot easier and if it's gonna give me the same result. And voila, it is the same result, and it was so much easier. So if you have a serger, just do this on the serger. Just be sure to give it about 3/8 of an inch seam allowance on the princess seams. I am now going to be working on the skirt. So this is just a simple A-line skirt, and I have a tutorial on how to draft this. I will also add pockets to this dress. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. The skirt is going to have light gathers along the waistline, so I'm going to stitch across here, and then I am going to mark where I'm going to place the pocket. So that is 2 inches down from the waistline. I place the pocket pieces on the correct side of the fabric, and I'm going to stitch it using a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Right sides of the fabrics are facing. Then I'm just going to sew it down. Then I flip the pocket over, and I am going to understitch it. Be sure that the seams are resting on the pocket side. I lightly gather the skirt panel to match the waistline of the bodice. I find the center fold, and then I'm simply going to distribute the gathers evenly. I don't normally construct my dresses this way. I tend to complete the skirt first, then sew it at the waistline, but because it has pockets, I decided to do it this way, and plus it makes the gathering a lot easier. So now I'm just going to stitch across the waistline, and I will repeat the same thing to the back skirt panels. Now it's time to join the panels together at the shoulder seams and the side seams. Right sides of the fabrics are facing. Now when you are sewing along the side seam, make sure to go around the pocket. When sewing around the pocket, just take your time and lift up the presser foot once you get to the curve. Then pivot the fabric and continue on sewing all the way down to the hemline. Then I will join it at the shoulder seams. By the way, in the beginning, my vision was to create a simple dress, but this dress is nothing but simple. Let me tell you, I had to fix the princess seam so many times, and I also had to fix the armholes because it stretched out because I was like fiddling around the princess seams and it stretched that area. That's why don't forget to stay stitch the arm side before you even begin sewing. That's just my lesson learned for this project. Now I am working on the lining. This was a last minute decision. I didn't realize that the pink fabric is a little thin. All the pattern pieces for the bodice are the same. The skirt is a little different because it's not going to be gathered as much as the pink fabric because I don't want to add bulk to the dress. So this is how I get rid of it. As you can see, it's not as gathered. Plus the skirt is shorter and there are no pockets. But the construction are the same. Bonus for adding lining is finishing the neckline is super easy. Now I have two dresses here. By the way, the lining is 100% cotton and it was my old bed sheet. I stitched the invisible zipper first. I have a tutorial on how to do this. I'm just going to have it linked in the description box below. Then I match the dresses at the neckline. Right sides of the fabrics are facing, then stitch across. Then I trim off seam allowances and clip the curves. Then I'm going to flip it over so I can understitch the lining so it will stay inside the dress. Look at that, the neckline is perfection. I love it so much. I was really nervous about the U-neck because I never done that before, but this turned out better than I was expecting. I also understitched the lining to the seam. I pulled out the lining and I'm going to match the right sides right here. As you can see, I'm just going to encase the zipper tape inside of the dress and it's going to look flawless and professional looking. Then I'm going to stitch right across here until I can't anymore. Then I'm going to close the back seams. Okay, zipper reveal. Drum roll please. Guys, it looks stunning. If you're not adding lining to your garments, this is your sign. Next, I base stitch around the arm side so it'll be so much easier to finish it. I finished the arm side with a bias tape facing. I basically sew it in the round, then fold it twice and hand stitch it. So it will give me that seamless look. Then I finish the hemlines of the dress and this is the final dress. It turned out so cute. It turned out better than I was expecting. Thanks so much for watching until the end. I truly appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. You can also follow me on Facebook, so Aldo DIY. I post sewing tutorials there real time.